What up, everybody? It's April. Dawn is Scandal Season 7 episode. Who knows? Let's go ahead and get started. All right, this week it was cute. It was a good episode. Y'all gonna get a good review today, cause honey, I had me some good church, and then I just went and had like several mimosas, so I'm feeling really good. It's Sunday. I know that I apologize for the bad lighting, but I took my backdrop down. I'm trying to get some things together. Excuse the bad lighting, but Olivia, you know, she's a lot, honey. She's a whole lot. So Olivia and Papa Pope, they're talking in the empty room. She has got rid of all of his bones. Remember, he on punishment. He on punishment for acting up. He has privileges. It's a privilege to talk to her. It's a privilege to look at her. It's a privilege to touch her. Everything is a privilege. His little bones is the privilege. He messed up the privilege because he didn't do what she wanted him to do. He just sitting there nodding his head, y'all, like, Papa Pope was like real life shook. Like, it would have took a lot to make me think that Papa Pope would get to the point where he looked like he shook for real, but he looked like he actually shook. She said, listen, you're not going to get your bones back until you do this for me. So you need to deliver this message. We promptly end up with him and Fist in a scene together, and him and Fist he's telling Fist to leave. You need to leave. You need to get your stuff. You need to go. It's a privilege, you know, to be here, to talk to her, whatever she was saying. You know, she say somebody, it's a privilege too. He asking to leave. So, like, he's straight up shook. Like, for real, for real. Millie is addressing America, and she's telling America that this war is the war that we need to be fighting, people. We need to be going for this war. We need to be backing up President Rashad and putting him back in power. Okay, the problem is that the people don't like Rashad because Rashad apparently is not a nice guy. Even though he is actually a nice guy, he don't believe, but he still follows the laws of his country, which is very repressive. Okay, let's just say that nicely. It's very repressive to women. Curtis is pushing back on his TV show. He says the war is a bad idea. You know, all the human rights violations this president has committed. He should not go forward with this war. This is crazy. Why would we do this? So Liv, David, Rashad, and Melly, they're all in the meeting. They're talking about how they're going to get Congress's approval for the war. Cy is there too. Cyrus is there. Rashad says he needs to go home. Maybe he just needs to go home and he needs to meet the enemy face to face. And Millie says they need time. You know, just give them time. They're going to fix it. They're going to work on it. Millie trying to keep that D in town. Okay, she's trying to keep that D close as possible. He says that Jasmine needs to be taken out of school. Jasmine needs to be taken out of school because, you know, she's going to be in danger because of all this stuff that's going on. So they give that case to Quinn. Quinn takes Jasmine out of school in the middle of class. They bring her to OPA and they take all her cell phones, all her devices and whatnot. They tell her she probably won't be going back to school. Her uncle has all this stuff that's going on with the uncle, which she already kind of knows. So she said she was eventually going to end up going back to Bashran, and she is very upset. She's visibly upset by this. Jake meets with Liv and they're trying to figure out how to solve this problem. So basically they saying if the two parties are, you know, the ones who did the coup over Bashran, right, and took over the presidency. So basically what they're saying is if somebody get killed on one of those coups, that they're going to turn and start fighting against each other. That way they'll be able to take back over the presidency for Rashad to be back in power. So they're like, boom, bam, you know. And so Jake is like on board, like, man, you alright at command. You actually not a bad commander. That's what he thinks. Liv goes to Millie's office, and Fist is coming out the office the same time she walking in the office, and he like, yeah, you know, I'm sorry you had to come to this. He old snitch at, oh Lord, I can't take, I hate Fist. Unless he would live like he could die. He says he told Millie everything. He told her he told her everything, y'all, like everything. She goes into the office. Millie's pissed because she found out that they killed Luna Vargas. You remember last season they killed her off. So she's upset about that. Oh, she was a mother. She was this and that. And it was like, girl, she was finna have you dead to the doggone podium. Girl, what are you talking about? She was gonna kill you. So what are you talking about? She said you need to shut it down because it's supposed to be them two together, but you wasn't there with her when you was playing, and you know when you was getting this money and doing this and getting over B613 and all of that stuff and kill Luna. She need to get her approval for the war the old-fashioned way. Okay? So we go back to Jasmine and Quinn. Jasmine and Quinn and them, she pissed off. And she don't want to be there. She's sad, she's mad, and you know, she don't want to go back. Okay. Fenton, what is his name? Fenton, I think. He comes into Cy's office that day. He's ready to learn about politics. So he sits down in the chair. He loud as at AF. He's sitting in on a meeting with Cy and the senator as he's trying to persuade him to vote for the war, you know, telling him, you know, there'll be more guns, there'll be more jobs, you know, if you vote yes for the war. So in this whole time, Fenton is on the phone, click clack. I mean, he ain't even had a phone on silent, y'all, but you can still still hear him and everything. It was a mess. He was click-clacking on the damn phone, getting on everybody's nerves. After Cyrus is finished with his meeting, he's like, okay, listen, are you gonna be on the damn phone, or you know what you doing? But we gonna get to that later. Papa Pope comes to Olivia's office, and Olivia comes in and says, you know, he failed at what she told his ass to do. She told him to tell Fitz to bring his ass home, but he's still there. He told Millie everything. She knows all of it. Speaking to her is a privilege, so he didn't say nothing until she was like, speak! Speak! Dad says he wants his bones back. He did what she told him to do. He told Fitz to leave. Now, if Fitz ain't leave, you know, they ain't got nothing to do with him. She said, listen, Fitz is still here, so you didn't do what I needed you to do. So, no bones for you. Y'all, I know I look crazy, but it's Sunday, right? It's Sunday. You allowed. Quinn is walking down the hallway, assigning people different things to do for the wedding, right? She running down the hallway. You get the cake. You get this. You get that. It was kind of funny because it was like they was doing a case, but they're planning a wedding, so pretty cute. But then they discover that Jasmine has gone. She done came up missing, child. So Huck say he gonna find her. Something about her cell phone and the signal transmitting from tower A to B. Child, who the hell know? But Huck say he gonna find her. Charlie says, you know, he messed up because he let her use his cell phone. She was crying or something, and he left his cell phone in the room. So she text. We'll find out about that second. So Liv is asking Curtis to interview Rashad. They just finished copulating, and she like, you want to be on the right side of history, and he like, listen, you're not just gonna tell me, you know what I'm saying, how to do my job. You ain't gonna just tell me what to do. Like, what type of what? What is you talking about? Listen, you know, I'm not the type of girl who gonna be leaving, you know, writing your name in hearts and lovey-dovey and all that type of stuff. Like, I'm just not that type of chick. So she's like, listen, you gonna do the interview or not? Because we trying to be on the right side of history. So you gonna get on board or not? Of course, we flash to him. He's doing an interview with him. It's kind of like one of those pieces. And he's challenging him, though, pretty hard about things that he's actually done. And then, you know, he talks about things he's done for women. He's kind of done some things for women, but he don't really acknowledge those things because of the type of world, you know, the type of country that he live in and the traditions and values of that country, right? The culture. And he says that he wants to ensure democracy, you know, and safety for all the people of his country. And Millie is listening to the interview on TV. And listen, Olivia came in and Millie kind of like dismissed her like she wasn't paying her attention. And I was like, Lord, we all know how Liv is when she don't get whatever attention she wants, especially at this, you know, course, at this stage in the game, right? She be doing all type of stuff, child. This is when Cy tells Fenton that he need to get off the damn phone. Okay, you gonna be on the phone the whole time, or you gonna actually pay attention to what's going on? And he says that he's not on the phone. He has this algorithm and this computer thing that tells him, you know, what's a good deal and what's not a good deal, or what's good to invest your money on and what you shouldn't invest your money on. And he's saying that the war is a bad deal. It's a crappy product. If he sells the people this product, they won't ever buy from him again. And so he's like, listen, you know, show me the numbers. So they found Jasmine. Jasmine is with her girlfriend. Jasmine got a girlfriend. Jasmine got a girlfriend. Your girlfriend is there. She was like, don't nobody know who Jasmine is to me. I ain't tell nobody. I ain't gonna tell nobody. They said, just let us run away. We want to be together. We just want to run away. They're like, girl, we found you at the gas station, girl. The Quinn said something to him about him messing up. She kind of like snap on him and say, you know, you messed up when you left the phone. And he get mad or whatever. I mean, it is what it is. She pregnant though. I mean, you know, she could, you know, I guess it wasn't that big of a deal. But Charlie, how y'all feel about Charlie's character? I feel like it's changed over the course of the years, because he used to be like a killer with no remorse. Like, he was comic relief, but he was still stone cold killer. Like, he wasn't to play with you. He would kill you and that would be it. But now he's like all emotional and stuff. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, Charlie. I like the old Charlie a little bit better. What y'all think? Cyrus comes into Liv's office and he tells her that they don't have the votes for the war. She's like, well, you need to think about, you know, whether you want to be against me. You want to make me out of me. He like, listen, it don't matter if, girl, you choke me in my sleep, girl. You do whatever you gonna do. You hurt me. The B613, big people to show up at my house, child. You still gonna lose my vote. I'm telling you as a friend, the war is not a good idea. Okay? I mean, he's really not phased. He's like, girl, okay, girl, this war is trash. Nobody wants it, girl. Nobody. Olivia meets with Fitz and says that they won't get the war thanks to him and his, you know, meddling. Is he happy for talent on her because he went and told, you know, mama like a little ass baby ass bitch. You know, Fitz is trash. He was like, yes, I am. Yes, I am. He just handed her back her white hat. She says, does he think that she's some type of boss bitch who, you know, just wielding her power and wants everybody to do everything she say do? He was like, I've been doing that shit since I put you in the White House, honey. I've been doing that. That's what I've been doing. And he really thought that being friends with her daddy was gonna make a difference. He says he ain't going nowhere till he sees the Liv that he recognizes, okay? He don't recognize this Liv. This is a whole different person. And let him know when she got back, and baby, he sat down on that couch like he had to read for days. Fitz is just, child. The only thing I like about Fitz is his love for Olivia and them together. But other than that, Fitz is pure trash. I mean, I get what he's trying to say and I understand, but I feel like after you done been kidnapped, you done been through all type of drama, you done saved all type of career, you done murdered people, I feel like you have the right to tell people what to do. I feel like we should just see a whole season of like Quinn and them solving cases and Olivia telling people what to do, and then it should go off. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like we shouldn't have to see her self-destruct all the way down to nothing. She bust somebody over head with a chair, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? I just feel like we don't have to see her break down to the white meat. Why can't we just see her with her hair swinging, telling people what to do, and just getting her life for the whole season? Like, I'm here for it. I don't know about y'all. Maybe I just had too many mimosas. I'm just tired of seeing this same old storyline, child. I'm tired. Rashad said he's got to go back to his country, and Millie is begging him to stay. Don't leave me, boy. Oh. Please stay with me tonight. Don't leave me, boy. Yes, listen. She did not want that man to leave her, honey. She was caping for that tall drink of water. She was trying to get him to stay there, but he was like, you know, I don't want to let my people down, and he got to go there to protect the people from these crazy people. He come in and kisses her, child, and they was about to get it in. I said, wait a minute, girl, don't do it. You said you weren't gonna do it last week. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. She stopped him and he leave. You know, I mean, considering what happened at the end of the episode, I wouldn't have been mad if she had did it. You know, I wouldn't have been mad at her. But we ain't know that was gonna happen. God forgive me. But you know what I'm saying. You know. Quinn is coming into the office, you know, just after a long day, and Liv is already there. So they start talking about Jasmine. She needs to keep Jasmine a little bit longer. And she tells her that she lost Jasmine, but they found her. And she said, but I should have asked her what she wanted. I never asked her what she wanted. That's the number one question of Olivia Pope. So Liv takes this and with her. Now Cyrus and Fenton are wrapping up for the night. And he says, can he stay for a drink? And he was like, are you serious? He thanks them for all the help with the war thing and, you know, helping him figure out that it was a bad deal and he shouldn't have did it. And then they share a little kiss. It was a nice tender kiss too. It was like a kiss like him and James type of kiss. You know, Cyrus needs to realize that he old and maybe he just need him a little old man that's just like him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, yeah. I feel like that's what he need. Him a little old man. It's cute. It's kind of gross. But it's cute to see him and Uncle Daddy kissing. You know, you gonna catch that on the way home. Millie is upset and Liv comes to her and asks her, what do you want, girl? And I never asked you what you wanted. Tell me what you want. She said, girl, you know what I want. I want that D, girl. And I want this war. And she wants the treaty. So she want everything. Liv is like, we can start a campaign. You know, we can do this. We can do that. We can win over the American people, yada, yada, yada. Millie was like, hey, girl, we ain't got time for no campaign. Now I need you to go ahead and kick this in the gear, you know, and do what you need to do. See, she said, don't even say nothing. Consider it handled. We haven't heard that since like season 2, but consider it handled. So this is what I don't like about this scene right here. This is my problem with this whole thing. Millie just ranted and raved and screaming about shutting down E613 and you're not with us and you know, we wasn't together when you was doing X, Y, and Z. But when you need her to be a goon, she does what you need for her to do. It's cool when it's okay with you, but when you don't know about it, that cool. Like, it can't be both ways. It's either gonna be, you gonna let me do what I do, or we just gonna shut it down. It can't be both ways. And so that's my problem with Millie, is that it cannot be, she can't have it both ways, and she wants to have it both ways. If she would have shut it down, it wouldn't have been possible to get this done like she's saying is get done. So what do you want, girl? It's like y'all want Liv to be a goon when you want her to be a goon, but It's like you want her to be on the upper. It just don't work like that. Like, you can't have your cake and eat it too, y'all. Millie meets with President Rashad again, and they're, you know, just saying their goodbyes to each other, and it was real cute. He tries to kiss her, and she doesn't kiss him back. She said, you had your country, I had mine. So Quinn is with Jasmine, and she's trying to convince her to go back to Bashran. She said it's the best thing. She gives her this big old speech about, you know, basically if you become a social hero and you champion and you change your country, you won't have to hide, you won't have to run, you can be with your girlfriend in your country, it won't be no thing. Okay, make the change. She said her girlfriend wanted her to be the Gloria Steinman of Bashran. She's excited about it. Fitz is coming through the office. He waving at everybody. He's smiling. All of that. He's gassed, right? Walking through the office. So he finally gets to the president's office, and he's walking in, and Liv is walking out, and she says, hey, look, I'm sorry it had to come to this. Guess what? He goes into the office. Liz tells him, listen, be quiet. Okay, you need to go home. You don't need to pack no bags. You need to get on the plane, and you need to go home. But, you know, and she's like, don't talk. Talking to me is a privilege. If you need to talk to me, you need to go through the secretary. She's going to arrange any messages you have in your custody schedule with the children. Go ahead and handle that, sis. Get on the plane, bro. It's over with. And then she was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, child, y'all are so... I don't even know why she be grand... I've been saying this about Millie for so long. Like, Millie be doing the most speeches and grandstanding, child, but she always be losing. Like, Millie stay losing. Hashtag Millie stay losing. Olivia is, I don't know where she was there and why she was there, but she run into Curtis and he say he don't like her no more. In a nutshell, he don't like her no more because he thought she was a human, but he figured out that she's just a political monster. And so he said he done, baby. He ain't got time for her. But I really don't care about him, to be honest with you, because he knew what it was when he got with Liv. So it wasn't like she was faking or pretending. I mean, he was the one that was looking for something that wasn't there. And he basically, that's what he said. He was looking for something that wasn't there. It ain't there. It ain't there no more. It ain't there right now. So how do I feel about Scandal? It's kind of boring. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I said, I'm holding out hope. It's the last season, so I know they're not just going to leave us empty-handed. I know they're not just going to leave us. They're not going to leave us out here looking, I don't know. It's the last season. And it's just, that was a good episode. But I'm ready for whatever is going to happen to start happening. I would prefer not to see Liv broke down to the white meat, but I feel like we're going to get that. Do I think she's going to end up with Fitz? Maybe, but maybe not in the way that we expect. I hope that Jake end up with somebody because he deserves, at this point, he deserves to be with somebody that actually, you know, love him and not his wife. That poor wife. I forgot to say Fitz met with Jake and they tried to talk, but he was like, child, Liv is far gone. Like, you tried it and ain't nobody got time for that. He was like, how's your wife? Child, he didn't even say nothing. I'm like, he just threw his wife to the wayside. Poor wife, child. She probably got her boyfriend, though, child. So hopefully she got her boy. Hopefully, because Jake do not be paying her no never mind, honey. Yeah, I feel like Cyrus, I don't know about this dude. I'm a little unsure, you know. I feel a way about billionaires and all that type of stuff. So, you know, I don't know. You know, every time they get involved, people with a lot of money, they always end up doing something. I don't know. He could be using Cy for an end. I hate to say that. Besides, maybe not. Like, the good part of me wants to say, yes, they're going to be in love and it's going to be great. You know what I'm saying? That's what the romantic part of me says, that it's going to be wonderful and they're going to get together and it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, that's all I got. So I want to hear what you guys think. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I know I'm a little, you know, loopy today, but I want to make this video as soon as I can because when I get off these internets, I'm going to sleep. You guys have a blessed week. I'll holler at y'all next week. Peace.